Hi everyone, this is our part 5 of our relations and functions multiple choice questions, all from CSEC past papers. As I mentioned before, going back straight from the 1980s straight to January 2020, right? And the last bit that we're going to do here is actually pretty easy. What I am saying is pretty easy. You need to know a little bit of the algebra, which I know a lot of people don't like. But you need to know your algebra a little bit for this, right? Alright, so let's look at the two questions we have here, right? So a function is defined by f of x equals 3x minus 1. So I mentioned before in my previous videos, when you have this this piece here, which is confusing to some people, you just write it as f of x equals the 3x minus 1. So we want to find the value of f minus 3, right? Let me just draw a partition here. Cool. So basically, this x here is being replaced by what? Minus 3. So wherever we see x in the function here, we're going to replace it with minus 3. So put your 3 from here, and then we're going to replace the x with minus 3. And then put back here minus 1. So 3 by minus 3, remember 3 is a positive number. So 3 by minus 3, positive by negative is negative. 3 by 3 is 9. Then take away 1. 9 take away 1 is minus 10, right? Sorry, minus 9, minus 1 is minus 10, right? The answer is B, right? Remember, you can't use calculators, right? If you still get in trouble with minus 9, minus 1, honestly, draw up a number line, right? Let's say over here is minus 9, sorry. And you want to go ahead and let's just write some numbers here. That's minus the number, sorry. So you had minus 9, you want to minus 1. That's why we get minus 10, right? Alright, second one. So f of x is equal to that there. So f of x equals x squared minus 3x plus 1. We want to find what f of negative 1 is, right? So the x is being replaced by negative 1. Wherever we see x, we're going to put negative 1. So negative 1 squared minus 3 by negative 1 plus 1. So negative 1 squared is negative 1 by negative 1, which is 1. A minus and a minus is a plus. So 3 by 1 is 3 plus 1. So you're going to get 1 plus 3. 4 plus 1 is 5. My answer is C. Again, any questions you all have, you feel free to comment and ask me anything. Alright, same thing we're doing here, okay? These two questions, again, they're similar, just for the on the left-hand side, they wanted to find f of negative 3. On the right-hand side, they just wanted you to find f of 3. They use the same function, right? So let's do the left-hand side first. So f of x is 2x squared minus 1. I want to find f of negative 3. So wherever you see x, you're going to replace it with negative 3. So put your 2. So negative 3 squared minus 1. So negative 3 squared, let me just write it in here so some of you can see it. That's negative 3 by negative 3, to minus 1. And that's 2, a negative and negative is a positive, so that's 9. 2 by 9 is 18 minus 1, 17. Answer is 17. And now on my right hand side, same 2x squared minus 1, we want to find an f of 3. So 2, the x is being replaced by 3, so 2 by 3 squared minus 1. So 2 by 3 by 3 minus 1. 3 by 3 is 9 minus 1. That's 18 minus 1, which is 17. Same answer, right? So that's that same thing. So you need to know you have to substitute the values, right? And then simplify. Alright, by now you all should know what to do. Let's do the first one here. So this first one is f of x is equal to 3x minus 1. We want to find f of negative 3. Actually, this one repeated. This one was one that repeated from before, right? So 3 by negative 3 minus 1. This will be minus 9 minus 1, which is the minus 10, right? Remember we did that one, first one there? Right. This one we want to, let's go again. So that's f of x minus 3. Why am I feeling like we did this one already as well? That's okay. We're just doing it for making sure you all know what to do, right? So we get minus 1 squared minus 3 minus 1. So minus 1 squared is minus 1 by minus 1, which is 1. This will be plus 3. Yes, we did do this one already. I apologize for that, but just testing you all. So this was the question that was not supposed to be repeated like the last one. Right, so the first part is repeated, but I'm just showing you all in this one, this particular past paper, they asked you, they gave you the function which was f of x equals 3x minus 1. They told you to find the f of negative 3, right, which we have just done a while ago, negative 9 minus 1, negative 10, right? So we know that's negative 10. But they also linked it to another question here, which is number 33, right? So they said, look what they said. If f of x equals 11, then you want to find the value of x. So f of x is equal to 11. What is f of x? F of x is 3x minus 1. So 3x minus 1 equals 11. So 3x, algebra now, carry across here, put 11, carry across here, minus 1 becomes plus 1. 3x is 12. You need to remember that 3x is the same as 3 times x. Opposite of multiplying 3 will be dividing 3. So x is 4, which is E. Right? Cool. Again, easy stuff here again. F of x equals, this is similar to one of the other questions before as well. So we just want to find f of minus 5 now, right? So wherever we see x, we put minus 5. So minus 5 squared minus 5 plus 1, right? So minus 5 squared is minus 5 by minus 5, right? Minus and a minus here is plus, you get plus 5 plus 1. Minus 5 and minus 5 is plus 25. Plus 5 plus 1, which is 31. My answer is 31, right? Very simple. Again, similar things here. We want to h of x is 3x minus 2 over 5. The two questions have the same function. You just have to do different substitutions. So we want to find h of 5 here first. So if we see x, we're going to replace it with 5. So with 3, replace the x with 5. Minus 2 divided by 5. 5 is 15 minus 2 over 5. So that's 13 over 5. Now this was from a real old past paper, so that I actually forgot to put your divisor line, right? So the answer is D, 13 over 5. And then same thing here, we just want to find h of minus 6. So wherever you see x, we're going to replace it with minus 6. 3 by minus 6 is minus 18 and minus 2, right, over 5. That's minus 20 divided by 5. Minus divided by a positive is a minus, and 20 divided by 5 is 4. So it's minus 4, right? Again, very simple. You need to go back and practice your algebra. I would have linked one of my past videos, maths in minutes, sorry. That YouTube page dealt with algebra and other topics as well, right? So take a look at that. Alright, so here has f of x is equal to 2x. We want to find what f of x plus f of x plus 1 in brackets there, right? So f of x is equal to 2x, right? First, I need to find out what is f of x plus 1 is, right? Basically, this x from f of x is replaced by what? X plus 1. So we'll put your 2, wherever I see x, I'm going to replace it with x plus 1. That will become, removing brackets, 2 by x is 2x, and 2 times 1 is plus 2, right? So now, f of x plus 1 would be f of x is 2x, and my f of x plus 1, which we just found, is 2x plus 2. So my answer is 4x plus 2, which is this one here. The 2 got cut off at the end there, right? Again, any questions, comments, and feel free to ask. And now the last question for our video. F of x is equal to 4x minus 3. We want to find this thing here. Some of you all may not know what it is, but this is called the inverse of f of x, sorry. Inverse of f of x. So to find the inverse, step 1, let y equal to f of x. Meaning, I have f of x equals 4x minus 3. Just put y equal, replace the f of x with y, right? We knew about that from before. Right. Next part, we're going to interchange x and y. Meaning, wherever we see x, we're going to put y, wherever we see y, we're going to put x. So here we have y equals 4x minus 3. So wherever we see y, we're going to replace that with the x, put the x instead. Put your 4, wherever we see x, we're going to put that as y, and then put everything else, right? Minus 3. And then the third part, which is more or less our last part, we are going to make y the subject of the formula. So we have that x equals 4y minus 3. So let's write it over here. I'm just going to write it this way. So I already have more y on my left-hand side. I'm going to start moving across things, so I have y alone on the left-hand side. So first, 4, put your 4y, move across your minus 3. Minus 3 will become what? Plus 3 on the other side. So you get x plus 3. Remember, 4y is same as 4 times y. Right? The opposite of multiplying by 4 will become divided by 4. Right? So the inverse of x is equal to x plus 3 over 4. Right? And that is option B. So just to review that quickly, first step, let y equal to the function, right? So y equals 4x minus 3. Step 2, interchange x and y. So where you saw your y, you put x instead. Where you saw your x, you put your y, right? So you get x equals 4y minus 3. And the third part, make y the subject of the formula. So in step 2, right now, x is my subject of the formula. So for those who can't remember, subject of a formula is that letter alone that is equal to everything else. So in step 2, x is my subject of the formula because that alone is equal to everything else. So now for step 3, we want to make y the subject of the formula. We want to make y alone equal to everything else. So you need to carry across everything that's next to y to make y the subject of the formula. So first thing, so I had the 4y minus 3 equals x. So I carried across the minus 3 first. Minus 3 became plus 3. So I got 4y equals x plus 3. And then you need to remember that 4y is the same as 4 multiplied by y, right? So then I carry across the multiplication by 4, and that became division by 4, right? So my final answer, I got x, the inverse of x is x plus 3 over 4. And that's it.